joined today by Eyal Miller, CEO of Identifai Genetics, who are pursuing a listing on the ASX. Right. For those who don't know the business, what's the problem you're solving and how advanced is your technology?
So let's start with the magnitude of the market. There are 140 million delivery per year, out of which between 3 up to 6% of those babies will be born with inherited genetic diseases. That means in real life setting, severe morbidity or mortality.
How is your technology addressing this market opportunity?
Our target audience are senior obstetrician, maternal fetal expert, and genetic consult. When we approached the US market, which is our primary market, we came across there are major pain points within the market. The first one is that all the commercial products are limited in scope, which means that provide a handful of conditions. The second part is that vast majorities of the couples are simply reluctant to undergo an invasive procedure, and this is where we shine. We provide a very simple test in one sitting, in one blood draw, and we provide the information, comprehensive information, coming out of the gate on the 9 weeks of gestation, which means very early in the pregnancy.
This is more than an idea. It's backed by clinical studies and you have significant partnerships in place. Can you talk to the amount of work that has gone in to develop the product, but also the partnerships that you've developed?
So the first phase we published and presented the POC, it was 18 couples undergoing versus head-to-head comparison versus the gold standard, where we have clearly presented 100% accuracy. Moving forward by 2025, we have presented an interim analysis of 50 cases across different states in the US and in Israel. And once again, the conclusion was quite similar. 100% accuracy versus the gold standards, which put us right at the top compared to everything which is available on the market.
And how are you going to commercialize this product and who are your customers?
So in terms of the business case, we're working with a CLIA lab. CLIA lab is basically a lab that is compliant with the FDA requirements. And we're heading towards a completion of the CLIA lab by the end of September. And right after, we can initiate the commercial process by beginning of October this year. Our target audience are obviously hospitals across the states and different locations, providing a very compelling messaging to our target audience. These are obstetrician, maternal fetal experts, and genetic consults, which sits on the front line and convey a proper message with the couple to make a concise decision.
You are pursuing an ASX listing. What's the rationale behind that? And subject to that being successful, what would the funds be used for?
So what we came across is that the ASX is quite open to innovation, especially within the healthcare and the medtech arena, that draw our attention towards the ASX. In terms of the milestone that investors should expect, we're looking at 4 phases. The first one is the clear validation process in order to be compliant with the FDA. Luckily for us, one of the biggest upside, there is no need for an FDA approval, which is in our favor. The second phase is to undergo a comprehensive clinical validation study, which is more marketing initiative across different states, different location, different ethnic group, and where we about to collect 600 patients and then present that as a perfect marketing tool. The third part is about the product offering. When we're coming out of the gate in October this year, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Moving forward, we'll increase our capabilities, we'll offer more capabilities into the market, and that way we'll be able to address more and more situations that our customers are looking at. And lastly, is about strategic partnership. One of the main initiatives moving forward is to sign an agreement with one of the key players in the US market, which could be a commercial company, in order to facilitate and enhance the clinical adoption and obviously the commercial and revenue accordingly.
Thank you for introducing Identifai Genetics to us, and we look forward to following your IPO journey over the coming weeks and months.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time.
Pleasure is mine.